not even going to get into that. That's ridiculous. I will talk about Star Atlas, though, and I want to talk about it because it's related to what's happening in the world of Web3 gaming, play to own space. And it is a very fledgling, young, immature development space. How does blockchain tie into Star Atlas? Solana is the blockchain that Star Atlas is tied in with. Solana records all transactions within the game using a wallet in the game, which I find very cool. I do find the space fascinating. I really would like to own assets in a game and be able to sell them. I think that's a cool idea. How they're going to police it, how they're going to design it. These are all roadblocks. These are all questions, right? But I feel like, or I felt like Star Atlas was the title that was going to do it. Now, however, Solana, being the blockchain that's tied to Star Atlas, Solana was very heavily tied into FTX. But I think the fears of Solana are overblown personally, not financial advice. Solana is its own blockchain developed by Anatoly. FTX was a big investor of Solana, right? Alameda, his shell corp, was a big investor in Solana, and the amount of tokens that could be dumped onto exchanges could have an adverse effect on Solana, but I don't think to the point where everybody is sensationalizing it going bankrupt, unless Solana was used nefariously to push FTX funds and bad trades through. Where they needed the liquidity, and if they pushed funds through Solana that way, and the reason why you saw outputs of the Solana blockchain were because they were putting those transactions through during these blackouts of Solana, then there's some trouble for Solana. But I think that is a kind of overblown fear. I know BitBoy Crypto is pushing that narrative. And I don't necessarily agree with that. I think BitBoy, if you guys know the space, I think he's just a very attention-seeking type of dude. I like his energy, but I don't necessarily agree with the fact that he's just like an attention seeker, and he always wants to be like at the heart of conspiracy theories. BitBoy Crypto is kind of like the Alex Jones of of cryptocurrency. Now let's talk about this guy talking about Star Atlas. And I want to get a taste of where his headspace is at after all of this, because a lot of people are thinking that Star Atlas is dead. Okay, so let's check it out.
Hello guys, it's me, the Metaverse Explorer. I'm back with another episode of Star Atlas. Now, there isn't much to talk about this time, but I know you guys like short videos, so I wanted to do a video just about some stuff in the Foundation room. Now, the Titan ships sales, we're going to have a look at that. We're also going to have a look
There's
at...
actually a lot to talk about with Star Atlas. A lot of the things I just mentioned were actually very important things to talk about in terms of Star Atlas.
What's so confusing about the Central Space Station and the habitats and the claim stakes? And look, guys, in my opinion, like, I am an above-average consumer of Star Atlas material.
Here's the thing: there are a lot of people still buying. There are a lot of people still hooked in. This is a project that has enough people backing it, that believe in it, and I think the community is going to see this through. Star Atlas, Michael Wagner admitted he had a lot of money on FTX that was basically lost, which I think is completely irresponsible. I think, again, he should have made sure that funds were locked so that people who are really hoping for a more valuable Atlas token will see a day where what they have purchased actually accrues in value. And I think Michael's move by keeping funds on FTX and what has happened in terms of this loss of some of it could not be avoided, but a lot of it could have. He could have saved a lot of the value of Star Atlas had he made better managerial decisions.
Don't understand it, okay? There's not enough information out there, or there's too little information out there. So I think, like, for someone who consumes above average amount of Star Atlas material and even creates Star Atlas material to try and educate other people about it.
Are you floating on a cloud right now, Fingers?
I should know what It is, but I don't. So I don't know if that's a failing on my side or if that's a failing on Star Atlas to properly educate this. Now, I know they're saying there's going to be more information coming out soon, so maybe we're just too early, right? Maybe we are just too early, or maybe I'm just too early. Okay, let's end this. This is just a nice little,
How much are they selling
like
the
animated
big guys
graphic
for?
from the Star Atlas core.
This guy
Did
gonna
you
get
get the
into that?
magazine, by the way? Are you trying to solve the key of
I'm not worried about
responsible
that.
for this?
All
But
right,
this
here we go.
Prometheus Sensei. This is brought to us by Athea, of course. Welcome. Thanks to Funcracker, Prometheus, Sensei Yamura. I'm sure they're and actually Victor and Sutugo. They're probably the guys that actually do
Does
this. I
that
don't know
say a
specifically
million?
who's responsible for this. But this is looking at all the different ships.
Wait. What's going on here? Oh, that's just that's okay. That's got to be a default. That's just got to be like a default on their. That has to be a default number because there's one stock though. There is one stock. There's only one. Is this for real? I wait a second. Wait 1 second. I know I'm not understanding something here. Like, please. I'm not even going to go any further into this video till I research this myself because that cannot be right. They like if they're asking for $1 million on their ship, they are hurting really, really bad. You know, I understand. I think the days of Moon Boy NFT and Moon Boy crypto prices, I think it's coming to an end. I think you're going to see more realistic valuations with these crypto. I don't think you're going to see the prices until very far out in the future of where we got to with an economy that was basically at 0% Fed funds rate for a while, where money was cheap and they dumped a whole bunch of money with like a huge bag full of quantitative easing, and you just saw like barrels of money being printed out. I think that's responsible for a lot of what we saw with this crazy speculation and the price going up. Now, in terms of how long, not quite sure. I think eventually one day you're going to see prices get back to the levels that they were a year ago. But I don't see that coming for a while. 2025, maybe. Going into the Bitcoin halving, maybe in the 2024, 2025. But it's going to be a few years. And for me in the crypto world, I can't justify in any, whether it's crypto or financially, I can't justify $1 million price tag on any of this. Yeah, that's getting overblown. I understand the rarity, right? That there's only one. Even if this game was like the most amazing game in the world and had a lot of value in the Atlas token, I still don't know if I could justify $1 million. You know, $1 million to have one ship in a game. I guess if you have that kind of cash, man, I mean, I guess there's going to be a buy. You know, like this is what I say all the time about pricing. Pricing's only as ridiculous as it is if nobody buys it. You know, and at $1 million, there might be some sucker out there, I mean, gamer out there, that buys something for $1 million in the game. And who's to say it won't go to 2 million or 3 million, right? But man, I think that's dangerous. I think that's playing with dynamite. And like at $1 million to have the creds, right? To be able to have the only ship in the game, you know, forever how long the game is popular for. I mean, this game would have to be popular for the next 25 years. And I would have to have millions upon millions, hundreds of millions of dollars. Please, God, make that come true. Thank you. What, God? You're giving me $1 million? Okay, I'm buying this ship. No, just teasing. Just teasing.
Ships that are currently on a heavy discount, like the 80% discount, and have a looking at what has actually sold, right? We have the Super Phoenix, 1 million. None of it has sold. PST1, 1 million. None of it sold.
This sounds like so this guy's literally validating that these prices are $1 million. Now, I don't know who this guy is, but he seems to know a bit more about Star Atlas. He's a consumer. He's said that, and this guy is legitimately validating the fact that they're selling this for $1 million. Now, that's got to tell you how bad Michael Wagner and Star Atlas is hurting. Like, that's got to be like a direct, real talk moment right here. When the management and when the devs are putting $1 million price tag on these ships, they're hurting for money. They're bleeding, in fact. If they're asking for $1 million, they're literally asking people to become venture capitalists. This is a dangerous space, guys. I don't know who I'm talking to right now. That it's going to be a very small select few of you that watch this video, probably like 0.02% of you watching, which probably means like 1 or 2 of you. If you're a millionaire and you have this kind of money, okay, be careful. I don't know why I'm telling you to be careful. You already have millions of dollars. Fuck you.
Busan, none sold. We have the tank ship, though. People are buying the tank ship. So far, 5 tank ships.
Hold on a second. That definitely deserves a moment here. Let me just hold on 1 second.
I'm in a fountain.
Sometimes amazingness comes from the banana fountain. Sometimes.
Ships have been sold. I think overnight, 1 or 2 more have been sold. So maybe like 7, give or take, right? The Busan Maiden Heart, 23 of them have sold, which is really impressive. Really impressive. The D9, now the price starts going.
You're still going to have people that are working the market, working the system. I don't know, man. I don't know. I can't justify $1 million for a ship, so I'm going to the next video. Pepe, let's get us out of here.